Hey, look, check this out. How dare you sleep on your dream? Without a dream, without a vision, the people perish. Like, if it's not a sin against God, and it's something that you're trying to do that you feel is going to make your life better or easier, then you need to be doing that. Like, you wasting your time. I remember talking to this older guy. His name was Mr. Lee, and he used to say, I used to get a lot of knowledge and wisdom from him. He used to say, see, he used to tell me a lot of guys are wasting their youth. And I didn't understand what he meant. I just kind of looked at it like, man, they just having a good time. But as you get older, you understand. 36. I'm 36. I didn't waste my 20s. Like, I was grinding in my 20s. But I know a lot of people who wasted their 20s. And when you waste youth and beauty, it don't last. It don't last. I remember being able to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning after getting off at work at 3 in the morning to go to work, to go start my business. I remember getting off work at 3:30, getting home at 4, in the bed by 4:30, and back up at 6:30 to walk out the door. And I used to do that all the time. I remember running my business 2 days, I ain't had no sleep. I remember that. I was young. I was 20. I was young. I was young. And I remember the last time I did that. I remember working all night, and I tried to get up. It was 8:30, and I said to myself, I can't do that no more. I can't do that no more. And I remember talking to one of my buddies. I was working my full-time job. I was working 10 hours. I was working an overnight shift. I was working 10 hours. I was working 8 at night to 6 in the morning, and I was running my business from like 8 to 6. I remember getting up one morning. I didn't get up to like 11 o'clock. Because I get off at 6, get home at 7, and I just go right back out the door. But somehow I had laid down and I didn't get up like 11:30. And I remember talking to one of my buddies. I said, bro, I said, I should have had a lot of this done, man. I feel like I'm lazy. He said, nah, you ain't lazy, bro. He said, your body's just tired from grinding. Like, I put in the grind. I cannot look back on my 20s and say, man, I should have went harder. The only thing I wish I would have done back in my 20s, instead of buying one house, I should have bought 2. And today, I could have sold that second house for double the money. The only thing I regretted I didn't waste my 20s. I didn't waste my 20s chasing women. I didn't waste my 20s buying rims. I didn't waste my 20s going to the club. And a lot of my peers did that. And today they are paying. I didn't think everything I was doing in my 20s was going to pay out. And it's paying out. It's paying out. So imagine if I go ahead and keep grinding in my 30s, and in my 40s, I'll reap the rewards in my 40s what I did in my 30s. But look, this is what I learned when you read and study the Bible. I know a lot of y'all don't believe in the Bible. If you don't, you're on the wrong channel. Your seeds will reap a harvest. The seeds that you plant will reap a harvest. And I'm gonna give you an example. I remember a lot of guys was sleeping with a bunch of women when we was in our 20s. And guess what harvest that has brought? Right now they are in broken homes, broken marriages, and they have children spread out throughout the world. Those are the seeds they planted in their 20s. And they're reaping the harvest in their 30s. So imagine if you start a business, you give that business X amount of years, you plant those seeds. It'll reap a harvest. He that is diligent in business will stand before kings and not mean men. I remember I used to work for a bunch of cheap, poor clients. Now the people I work for, money isn't an issue. They just want their stuff done. I had a lady call me yesterday. She said, hey, did you change your mind about my landscape project? I said, well, I thought you didn't want to do it. I sent you an estimate. You never approved it, and it expired. She's like, yeah, I want to get that done. And I'm kind of glad she didn't push the issue, because my schedule been slam packed for the past 3-4 months. So now when I finish this landscape job, I'm fixing to go straight to another landscape job. I'm making good profit margins on this one. I should be wrapping up today. Hopefully, if God say the same by lunchtime, I'm out of here with that fat check in my wallet. And then starting Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm going to go start another landscape project. Plant the seeds, you'll reap the harvest. He that is diligent in business will stand before kings and not mean men. These folks just want it done. They got the money. It's not, can we get we want it done, man. We want it done. We want it done as soon as possible. We want it done. We want it done, Gibson. We want it done. He that is diligent in business will stand before kings and not mean men. Put your nose to the grind and grind it out. Now, what I'm about to say, a lot of people are not going to agree with. Today is my 1-year-old birthday. That's why I'm trying to finish this job and get home by 12 o'clock. But what if you missed the birthday? It's not that much work over here. Look, I got 3 things to do on this job. I got to put about 50 brick pavers. I'm doing the edging right now. I got about a good 40 already laid out. I just got to line it up. I got another 40 on the trailer. Take them off the trailer, finish that. And then the pavers, I just got to level maybe 2-3 pavers out and put rock around it. That's not going to take 10 hours. I've already said in my head, I said if I get over there at 9 and it's fixing to be 8 o'clock, I said, doing the brick board, I give myself 2 hours, which I should be done with that in an hour. I said 2 hours for that. I said I give myself another 2 hours to level the pavers and another 2 hours to finish the rock. I said, if you get over here at 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, you should be out here at 3 o'clock. In all reality, I really should be out of here. It is currently 7:50. Man, I should be out of here no later than 12. No later than 12, because what I already got done, it was like, man, this looks so good. It look good, it look good. And I got to wash off all the rocks. Turn the water hose on, run the water over the rocks, kind of wash all that little sand and stuff off the rocks. And get the flip out of here. And then Monday, go cut 15 yards Monday. And then Tuesday, start on this other landscape job. Then Thursday, I got a front bed I got to clean out and remulch. And then Friday, I just got to lay a few pieces of sod. And then next week, whatever I got on the list is what I got on the list. And then I say about another month and a half, I'm going to be going to get this welding job. Grind don't stop, bro. I got a wife and 5 kids to provide for. I'm not complaining because I understand what stuff takes. I understand what my bills is every month. I'm not looking for nobody else to help. So I'm grinding it out. I'm not scared of the grind. Don't mind grinding, don't mind working. Like, it is what it is. I was talking to a guy I know the other day, and he was telling me he thinking about going to buy this truck. Now the truck $100,000. That's $110,000 top of the line King Ranch truck. Like, no, it's not gonna affect him at all. It's not gonna affect him one bit. It's not gonna affect him one bit. And that's cool to be in that position to be able to go buy that truck and it's like, yeah, it ain't gonna affect him. Like I'm gonna give you an example on how it won't affect him. That's like the average worker going to go buy a pair of Michael Jordan tennis shoes. Yeah, it ain't gonna affect him. Like, I like seeing other people do well because it really just motivates me. I got a good friend of mine. Man, when I see other people doing, it just really motivates me to do even better. Like, I remember I was talking with this guy. I forgot what it was. I can't even remember. I said, and I do this for myself. Like, if I see somebody about to go make a big purchase, not like a huge purchase. Like, let's just say, for instance, if I see somebody, I'm trying to use an example where it's not crazy. Like, it's like, bruh, like, all right, let's say you good friends with a guy. You good friends with a guy, and You see him go by a piece of machine. Like, let's say I'm a roofer and my buddy, let's say I'm a tree guy and my buddy a tree guy. And my buddy go get him a man lift to cut trees. I be like, bro, you go get that man lift, I'm going to get that chipper. I be like, man, you go get that man lift, I'm going to get the chipper. And it kind of like, it motivates you to keep grinding and going hard and hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get started.